You know that one of the worst things that you can do after a breakup is take full responsibility for it? Sounds backwards, I know, but I learned the hard way that owning all of it keeps you stuck longer than the relationship ever did. Now, I loved a woman deeply, and when the relationship ended, I spent a long time looking at myself, and there are things that I had to own. And I wasn't leading the way I should have. I wasn't always a man of vision, and there were areas that I needed to mature, grow, and become stronger. She told me she didn't believe that I was someone she could trust to lead, and as a man, those words cut deep. So for so long, I carried the entire relationship on my back like everything was my fault, until God showed me this. Taking responsibility for your failures doesn't mean taking responsibility for another person's wounds, because sometimes love becomes a mirror. Your consistency can expose the chaos somebody has become accustomed to. Your peace can feel uncomfortable to someone who has spent years around conflict, and your vulnerability can scare somebody who learned that letting people close eventually gets them hurt. Sometimes people build walls around their hearts for so long that when somebody finally gets close enough to see behind them, their instincts isn't to move closer. It's to run. Not because you're perfect and not because they're a bad person, but healthy love requires truth, healing, communication, vulnerability, and change. And change can be terrifying when unhealthy patterns are all somebody has ever known. I remember being told our relationship had become too comfortable, and that never made sense to me until I realized that when chaos has been familiar for years, peace can feel unfamiliar, safety can feel boring, and stability can even feel suspicious. Now, I can't tell you exactly what was happening inside her heart. That's between her and God. But God taught me what to do with mine. Psalms 139:23-24 says, "Search me, O God, and know my heart, and see if there be any wicked ways in me. So own your pride, own your failures, own where you need to grow, repent, change, become better. But stop believing that if you had just been stronger, richer, more successful, or more impressive, you could have healed something inside another person that only they and God can confront. Sometimes the hardest part of healing is realizing you may have needed to become a better man without ever having been the only problem. Own what belongs to you. Forgive what belongs to them, and let God use what broke your heart to build the person you're becoming."